Welcome to Kobe, a town right outside of Osaka that is famous for their A5 Kobe steak, but often overlooked in favor of either Osaka or Kyoto for first-time travelers. But I think Kobe is seriously underrated, and not because of the Kobe beef, but because it is the perfect combination of mountain, sea, and city. So today, on our 24-hour itinerary, we will start in the mountaintops, hike down past a waterfall, into the heart of the city where we shall try the premium A5 Kobe steak, and finally end our night on the coast, which also happens to be right next to our hotel. So join me today as we become Kobe! Sorry, I know that's cheesy. Be Kobe is like the motto of the town, so be Kobe! Hooray, here we go. Hello, minasan. Welcome to a full day in Kobe. We have a full itinerary of Kobe things planned. I don't know a lot of it because actually my little sister planned this entire itinerary, so if it's bad, blame her, but she has done a lot of Don't worry, if it's really bad, we'll cut this out. If you're hearing this, that means it was good and you should follow this itinerary. Anyways, we are starting with the famous herb garden, I hear. So the plan is to take the cable car to the top, see the herb garden. Apparently there's a cafe there, and then apparently there's a whole hike down a mountain to see what I'm sure is an absolutely beautiful waterfall. So potentially hiking today, potentially checking out a waterfall, definitely gonna see an herb garden. Instead of this pathway, alternatively, you can take those stairs there too. Well, here we are. You can see all the beautiful Kobe. It's gorgeous, right? Wow, you can really see the ocean, the mountains, the sea. Well, we were ordering our tickets and we were like, okay, one way please. And she's like, the hike is 2 hours down, like, daijoubu desu ka? And I'm like, I don't know, man. We're gonna try it. So I don't think it'll be that bad. But we are getting up pretty high, so do we hike all the way down from here back to where we started?
Yes, that would be the idea.
Okay. I'm looking ahead forward here and we still have quite a bit of ways to go, so we're doing a full-on hike today, so that's exciting. Truly experiencing the mountainside of Kobe. Oh, look, a waterfall!
I think there's the waterfall.
Is that the waterfall we're gonna go see?
Yeah.
Oh, well, we saw it now, right? So we're good.
No, we're gonna get closer.
No, we don't need to. Like, I see it.
It's better when you get closer.
Lovely. So after the brisk 5 or 7 minute cable car ride, I don't remember, I'm basing this off memory and time is relative, we get to the top to Nunobiki Herb Garden, and at the top, before all the herb garden starts, there's a lot of cute little venues. There's an awesome gift shop, a bar, great views of the city, and a lot of quirky activities as well. Has crazy activities already. I just saw here Doki Doki Sakura, like one of the slack lines you try to balance on. They also have wooden shuffleboard over there. I'm gonna try this. I think you do this barefoot.
Hey, that was better.
Anyhow, after we spent way too much money in the gift shop, it was time to start walking through the actual herb garden, you know, with all the herbs. Oh, it looks like this is herbs for cooking fish dishes, and apparently this is, my little sister says, fennel. I don't think I ever really knew what fennel was. This is fennel?
Like if you want to cook fancy, you use fennel.
I use fennel all the time. So let me explain a bit about how the herb garden works as you look at these lovely B-roll shots. So you take the cable car to the very top point, and that is what you saw at first. It has a gift shop, has like a restaurant, and then you walk down and there's probably like a 15-20 minute, really nice, lovely, can't even call it a hike, stroll down the mountain, and that's what takes you through the herb garden. And like you saw before, there's the herb garden that has like, you know, you use this herb in cooking dishes, this herb for like fish things, and then there's also like the greenhouse, and the greenhouse has a veranda out front, which you can see here, which gives you beautiful views. And then there also is a restaurant. The restaurant was aptly named the Herb Dining. Do you guys say herb or herb? I'm just gonna switch between both in the video so I can get both sides of people correcting me in the comments. I think that's best for engagement. Anyhow, they had a set menu, and obviously they use herbs from the own herb gardens. And it started off with this really fancy 3-tiered thingy-mabobber here, with a whole bunch of things. They explained everything to us. I forget most of it. And then for the main course, we had pasta. So this is a nice lemon zest pasta. My sister got risotto. Actually, really fun. Not very Japanese, but really good nevertheless. So this is the Garden of Four Seasons right now. We're in the summer section, we think. They named it the Garden of Happiness. We assumed that meant summer because it was colored yellow, and you can tell these are like little hydrangeas, ajisai, but they're very dead ajisai. If we were here during June, they'd be bright blue, but now they are in their dead state, which is green. I mean, everything looks kind of a little depleted. I would say August is probably not prime harvesting month or blooming month for a lot of these. So everyone's looking a little wilted, just like us, as we're about to embark on this hike down the rest of this mountain. After lunch, we went ahead and walked through the rest of the gardens, about a 10-minute walk through some really beautiful, nicely landscaped areas. And for most people, they would get on the gondola after these, but my little sister had different plans for us. Okay, well now the really fun part is just starting. Most people, after, you know, they do the nice little paved walk down to the herb garden, they get on the cable car and go down. But however, here we are at the beginning of the hiking trail with this super easy to read map. We stared at this thing for like 10 minutes and we had zero idea what to do. Luckily, there are some nice sign postings that we could follow instead. So here's our future for the next hour. Behold. Let's begin. Hajime-o. Update from my sister. She was just like, man, this is pretty brutal. And it is. It's not even really a hiking trail. It's like a steep paved road. Just really, it doesn't look like it on the camera, but it's really steep just constantly. So our legs are going to be pretty dead after this. So what we learned after the fact, like later, was that the original hiking trail was closed, and what we were doing now, it wasn't meant to be hiked down. It's literally like a service road for cars to get to the top of the mountain, but it was the only thing that was open. But eventually it did merge onto the actual hiking trail. And it led to this cute little cafe where people were sitting at, which was right in front of the waterfall. So it was pretty brutal. It was a really steep hill, but eventually we made it to the waterfall. So Nurabiki is actually considered one of Japan's 3 defined falls, and the waterfalls actually comprise of 4 separate waterfalls, and this one here is the Ontaki waterfall, which is considered one of the most beautiful. Anyways, after taking a nice break at the waterfall, we resumed down the actual hiking trail, which eventually became the town of Kobe again, and actually the path led straight into the underground of the train station, which was super convenient because we could take a train literally to one stop over, which was the city center. So Kobe, way smaller than Tokyo, very convenient and easy to get around, even if you're coming straight from a waterfall. Welcome, just one stop away from Shin Kobe Station is Sannomiya Station, which is the city center and hub. So we have hopped over here real quick to relax a little bit. We're a bit tired from the hike. So we're gonna do some shopping. My little sister needs a new wallet. And also one of the things she's most excited about that we're gonna do right now is get some kakigori, which if you don't know is Japan's shaved ice, which is the perfect thing to have on summer after a long hike. So let's do that. Okay, I got mine. I'm gonna talk quietly because the vibe of this place is talking quietly. I'm not usually a huge shaved ice person, but this looks pretty good. Itadakimasu. Yeah. No, oishii. I mean, people who love shaved ice will love this. It melts in your mouth. It's a really nice, light flavor. I'm just really not an ice person. I don't like to eat ice or snow very much. But this is really good flavored ice. It's really soft, so I recommend on a hot day. At least it's cold. They didn't have water here. They only had hot tea, and we were really hot, so we were glad to get something cold. We just got the melon flavor, the melon milk. By the way, my sister really loves it, so endorsement from her. They had a huevos, what was it? They had a huevos rancheros flavor, which if you know is like a Mexican flavor. We were not brave enough to try that, although I kind of wish I did just for the video, but sorry. I wanted to at least try to enjoy it somewhat. Anyways, yum. All right, in most shrines in Japan, you can do omikuji, which is like you get your fortune told, but this shrine has a cool variant I like a lot called mizumikuji, which mizu literally means water. So instead of just drawing the fortune out of like a drawer and you can just read it, it's blank and then you put it in the water, the little pond behind me, and then it will appear all written once it gets dipped in the water. So hopefully we have a good fortune. If you have a good fortune, good for you. If it's bad, you hang it up by the evil tree over there. So let's come try. Wow. Well, I got normal luck. I mean, it's not that bad. If you want to know what the rest of this says, you got to give me a minute. Oh no, I need to take a picture because it fades really fast and I can't read it offhand. I have to translate it. Take a picture, take a picture. Okay, I'll provide my translation for y'all later. But my normal luck, whatever. I might hang it up because I don't accept normal. I only want the best. Oh, you got a small luck. Oh, Kelsey did even worse. She got small luck. You better hang that up.
All right, so my sister got small luck, but she was talking about how she wants to accept her fate and fortune, so she's gonna keep it. That's pretty bad. We now know who to blame if we miss our train back to Tokyo, definitely. For me, fold it over. Bam, be gone with your average luck. I make my own luck. Just like Two-Face from The Dark Knight, and that worked out well for him. We are here at the main Shotengai. Shotengai means huge shopping street, or just shopping street in Japanese. This is the main one in Kobe, so who knows all the fun stuff we will find. Let's see if we bought anything.
Okay guys, this is really serious now. We came across a gacha store, and if you don't know what gacha is, it's huge in Japan. It's these little vending machine things. So you put your coins in, you spin it, and you get like a random one of like 6 or 7 or 10 different options. They usually feature different popular animes, or even sometimes just cute little like cats or food or something. And my dream is always to win a gacha machine of my favorite character, Frieren, from the Frieren anime, and it is elusive, and I've never found one. And I thought I found a Frieren vending machine, but alas, observe this.
It's the worst thing ever. I just noticed it's sold out. Oh, my horrible luck continues. This is so sad. My endless search to have a Frieren merch is continuing, I guess. Oh well, I guess let's just look for something for my sister then. Guys, the best of news, we found another Frieren like gacha machine that is filled this time. So fingers crossed we get Frieren. I mean, I'd be okay with the others, but I want the little white elf girl. Okay, here we go.
Oh, you got the chest. It's great because it's not even one of the characters.
You can cut the camera. Okay guys, we're not letting that in there. I don't have more coins through the machine, so what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna buy a drink from the vending machine to get coins, and we're gonna try again, because this is not it.
What are you gonna get?
I don't care. What do you want? Do you want anything? Says cash. Wait, is this vending machine? I don't think this vending machine's working. I think the world doesn't want me to have Frieren. It's so sad. Is there another vending machine in Japan? Surely there's. We found the vending corner, and these have lights on, so I'm sure it will work. It doesn't take 1,000 yen bills.
What about this one?
It doesn't take 1,000 yen bills. You know, I think it takes 500 yen coins, which I have one. So if we could buy something under 100 yen, but they're all 150 yen, so then I won't have the 400 yen enough to buy my Frieren thing. This is so sad. Oh, no, wait, they do take 1,000 yen bills. I see it. Last chance, I only have 400 yen left. I only can try one more time. Fern. I mean, that's better. She looks how I feel. It's wonderful.
Did I ever mention I hate gacha machines? I have the worst luck with Crane Games gacha machines gambling. I hate it. It's a scam. My search shall continue, but in the meantime, hold on, tone switch up. So in the meantime, now we are going over to Harborland, which is right by the sea and by our hotel.
That is our beautiful hotel that we are staying at. So where we're at now is the view that we see like at night from our hotel room. Because that's our hotel room, that one right there. Yep, very exciting. Right now we're at Mosaic Harborland. It's a bunch of like shops and restaurants along the water. You can also see the beautiful famous Kobe Tower from here. We'll be checking that out later tonight.
So it was starting to become the evening, and because our hotel was so close to Harborland, we decided just to walk back over to it, which was just like a 10-minute walk, and go back up to our hotel room in order to get changed for our dinner, because like I mentioned before, we were doing the lovely Kobe beef A5 like dinner, so we wanted to look nice. But before that, we headed up to the bar that they had on the top floor of our hotel for a martini and whatever my sister got, something very pretty and colorful, I'm sure, to enjoy the Harborland view that we were just at. So obviously there is a lot of Kobe like beef places. There was something called Steakland that was like advertised on big billboards throughout the city, and as authentic as that sound, I actually went onto the Japanese table log app, which is the app all the locals use to pick out our restaurant, which was this one here. Kobe beef steak. I know, a great name too. But when we walked in and saw 0 tourists, but there was 3 Japanese salarymen at one of the tables, I was like, hell yeah, you know this place is gonna be legit and good. Look at the authenticity here. So the grill they always use to cook the wagyu on is called a teppanyaki grill. If you've ever been to like an American hibachi style restaurant, that's the same grill, even though like hibachi isn't really a thing here in Japan. We kind of use the term incorrectly. It's a teppanyaki grill, and the chef still cooks in front of you. However, they're not about to be lighting like, you know, an onion volcano, and they're not about to be flipping their knives or anything. This is a really highly regarded skill. These chefs train a long time to be able to cook this meat like absolutely perfectly. This is also a course meal. So the first course was like these sashimi, like sliced fish, was absolutely delicious. Of course, we got nihonshu, which in America is what you call sake, absolutely necessary. So here's the actual Kobe steak. A5 is the rating, and it refers to that beautiful marbling that goes all throughout the steak. Of course, they cook you vegetables and some tofu with it as well, so we can give the illusion of health with any given meal, but they cook the vegetables in the fat and the steak juice, so these were some of like the best vegetables I've ever tasted in my life. They serve you little pieces of the Kobe steak at a time, and then they also give you like salt, a little spice mix, and the fried garlic chips. They tell you how to like eat each piece. So they're like, for the first piece, we recommend you take the steak and you dip it just slightly on one side into the salt. For the second piece, we recommend you dip one side in soy sauce and then put one garlic flake on top and eat it that way. And for the third piece, we recommend using your left hand with upside down chopsticks while you pat your head and rub your, no, I'm kidding, but that was the general gist of it. But honestly, this was one of the top like meals I probably have had in my life, and I've eaten at some like nice restaurants before, but every single bite was just to die for. It's a good thing that they don't serve you like too much, because it is very, very savory, you know, very fatty, but that's just right up my alley. And this bit at the end here, they literally grill the fat too, so they use every single part of the beef, and these are just like the fat ends. He's also grilling. Oh my gosh, so good. I think I almost like the fat as much as the actual steak itself. After dinner, in order to work off all that food we just had, we decided to walk back to our hotel, which was not far. And our hotel is actually right next to the American Park, which is a beautiful like seaside park. Like I said, literally right next to our hotel, because we actually discovered they were gonna have fireworks tonight. This is the time of year, summertime, where they just kind of have fireworks, and my sister had never gotten to see them in Japan before, so we were really lucky. We discovered right next to our hotel they're just having fireworks, so we decided to hang around and watch those before calling it a day. Luckily, the walk home would not be too arduous.
Well, we started the day all the way up in the mountains, and now we are here on the coast in front of the iconic famous B Kobe sign with the port tower in the background, and the best part with our hotel right there, so a very quick walk back. They have fireworks tonight, so we're gonna stay and watch the fireworks as a final finale. That was unexpected, but very nice. The weather is perfect outside, and thank you guys for joining me. Visit Kobe if you get the chance. I have loved it. It's been great. Janet.